Hi friends, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome back once again in our next session on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now friends, this session is for all the students who are preparing for CAT 2024. Now this session is of data interpretation, and today we are going to take on one set that is based on matrix and arrangement. All right. So friends, welcome back once again. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. All right. So this session is about solving some difficult sets that comes in front of you while tackling the section of DILR. Now, previously we have seen plenty of difficult questions that are based on different types of arrangements. It can be matrix arrangement, it can be missing table. That is dependent on some numbers as well, right? Normally, we have not seen typical data interpretation sets to be coming up in CAT examination, especially in the last 5 to 6 years. So in the last 5 to 6 years, you will see that there is a change in trend in the way the questions are asked in data interpretation. So yes, they are involved, the numbers are involved, a lot of numbers you will see in a tabular form or in a matrix form. But the thing is, these are not typical data interpretation forms. These are not typical data interpretation questions, which are typically based on calculations. Okay, so more of logic and less of calculations will be required nowadays in the question of data interpretation. Now, today we are going to solve one such set in which some logic of factors will also be involved. All right, so let's have a look at this set. Now, first of all, I'll display the common directions for this set. Okay, I'll give you 3 to 4 minutes to understand, to interpret all the directions. You can prepare a table for yourself. Now, after 3 to 4 minutes, we will start with the analysis of the data that is given to us. After which, I take you to the questions one by one. Now, once you are able to successfully make the table, then it will be very easy. It will be like it will hardly take 1 minute in total to answer all the 4 or 5 questions which are asked on this set. All right. So, friends, let's begin. So, the first set, the directions will come on your screen in a few moments. All the directions are given on a single slide. Okay, so you can spend around 4 minutes on this direction set and prepare a table for yourself, and then I take you to the analysis of this set. So these are all the directions based on the first set. A question says, read the information given carefully and answer the following questions. Adhra, Bithi, Chaya, Dhanvi, Esther, and Fatima. A, B, C, D, E, F are their initials. I like when such kind of initials are used. Okay, alphabetically A, B, C, D, E, F. This relieves a lot of pressure, a lot of tension from the mind of the student who is solving these questions. Now, occasionally, what they will do is they will give you the names which are starting with the same alphabet. Then that makes a confusion, that creates a confusion when we are forming a table. But here, A, B, C, D, E, F, perfect. So, A, B, C, D, E, F are the interviewers in a process that awards funding for new initiatives. Every interviewer individually interviews each of the candidates individually and awards a token if she recommends the funding. A token has a face value of 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, or 13. Does any bell rings in your mind when you see these numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, or 13? Yes, they are prime numbers. Okay. Now each interviewer awards token of a single face value only. So one interviewer will provide a token of only one face value. Okay, so if let's say Adhara is providing a token of face value 2, so Adhara will give a token of face value 2 only to any of these candidates, right? Now, once all six interviews are over for a candidate receives a funding that is 1000 times the product of the face values of all the tokens. Okay, so let's say I am a candidate, I have given that interview. Okay, so each of these six interviews will give me a token. They may or may not give me a token, right? So it's not necessary that all these six interviewers will be giving me the token. Okay, so a token will be given to me if and only if that interviewer recommends a funding. Okay, so let's say Adra, who is giving a token of, let's say, face value 3, okay, decides not to give me a token. Similarly, Chaya, who is giving a face value of 2, decides to give me a token. So it may be possible that some of them will give me a token, some of them will not give me a token. After my interview, whatever tokens I have, I will multiply these tokens and then multiply it by 1000, and that will be the amount of funding that I'm going to receive. All right. Yes, Vedant, good observation that all these numbers were prime numbers, right? For example, they have mentioned an example. So if a candidate has a token of face values 2, 5, and 7, so 2 into 5 into 7, kitna hota hai? It is 70. So that person will get a funding of 70,000 from these interviewers. All right. Now, Pragnya, Kahira, Rashida, Samira, and Tantra. PQRST, another lovely thing. Okay, interviewers A, B, C, D, E, F, and the candidates P, Q, R, S, T. Are these five candidates received funding? Okay, the funds they received in descending order were 390,000, 210,000, 165, 77, and 66,000. These are not respectively. Okay, so they have just mentioned the five names of the candidates and the five amounts of fundings that they have received, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, the following additional facts are also known. Fatima awarded tokens to everyone except Kahira, while Adhra awarded tokens to no one except Pragnya. Second number, Rashida received the highest number of tokens that anyone received, but she did not receive one from Esther. Bithi awarded a token to Samira, but not to Kahira, while Dhanvi awarded a token to Kahira but not Samira. So these are some additional facts which are given to you. Okay. Now, based on all this information, you need to make a table for yourself and then we'll take you to the questions. Okay. So I'm giving you another 2 minutes. I've already given you 3 to 4 minutes. Another 2 minutes. Look at it and try to make a table. Now, once you are done with the analysis of this information, once you have made the table, please post done in the chat box. Now, one of the concepts of number systems, factorization, will be helpful to all of you. Factorization, yes. All right, another 1 minute and then I'll start with the discussion. All right. Last few seconds. Okay. Now, what is what is required in this question? What do we have to do? Now, first of all, we have to find out among these interviewers, A, B, C, D, E, F, each of them awarded the token of a single face value, right? Now, these face values are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Okay. So, one thing that we'll have to determine is which interviewer has awarded a token of what face value. Okay, so अधरा 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 और 13 में से कौन सा टोकन प्रोवाइड किया है अधरा ने, बिथी, छाया, धानवी एंड सो ऑन. So we'll have to first of all determine this thing. Second thing, we'll have to find out these fundings which are received: 3,90,000, 2,10,000, 1,65,000, 77,000 and 66,000. Which candidate received how much funding? All right, so these are the two things that we will have to determine. Okay, now I'll make an empty table. So in the rows I'll write the amount of funding. Now if you look at this funding, 3,90,000. So how will I receive a funding? How will a candidate receive a funding? So it will be the product of the tokens multiplied by 1,000. So if I remove this 1,000, then I can say that 390 should be the product of the tokens received by this candidate. Now if I factorize 390, then 390 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5 into 13. 13 into 3 is 39, 2 into 5 is 10. So 39 into 10 is 390. Okay, so I can say that whosoever has received a funding of 3,90,000 has received these four tokens: 2, 3, 5 and 13. Similarly, you can factorize 210. 210 can be written as 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. 7 into 3 is 21, 2 into 5 is 10. You can orally do the factorization of all these numbers. Similarly, 165, 77 and 66, all these numbers should be factorized. Okay, so I'll make a table in which I will write these values, the funding that they have received. I'll not write thousands. Okay, I'll just write 390, 210, 165, 77 and 66. Okay, now in the columns I'll write the token numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 or 13. Okay, and then I'll just keep on putting a tick mark or a cross in front of the funding with the tokens. Okay, so this is the blank table that I have made. So first of all, let's write the fundings. So look at the top, I have written these important pointers once again. So the fundings are 390,000, 210,000, 165,000, 77,000 and 66,000. The tokens are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13. Okay, I don't know which interviewer has awarded which token. Right now I don't know. Also I don't know which student or which candidate has got how much funding, but I have made this table. Okay, Now I'll factorize these numbers. 390 is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 13. So this person, whosoever it is, has received a token of 2, 3, 5 and 13. 210, similarly 2, 3, 5 and 7, right? 2, 3, 5 and 7. Now 165. 165, first of all, it will be 5. If I take 5 common, I'll get 33. 33 is 3 into 11. Okay, so 165 will be 3 into 5 into 11. Then 77 is very simple. It is 7 into 11. And then 66, once again, it is 6 into 11. That is 2 into 3 into 11. Okay, right? So I have done the factorization. Now let's use these three additional facts. Fact number 1, 2, 3 to determine which interviewer awarded which token number and how much funding is received by every student. Okay, right? Chalo. So first point says that Fatima awarded tokens to everyone except Kahira. Okay. Now, if I look at token number 2 is given to 3 but not given to 2 of them. So I'll have to determine which token is given to 4 except 1, right? Because Fatima awarded tokens to everyone except Kahira. So that means Fatima must have given token to 4 candidates out of 5 candidates. Now token number 2 is given to 3 candidates, 5 is given to 3 candidates, 7 is given to 2 candidates, 11 is given to 3 and 13 is given to 1. Only token number 3 is given to 4 candidates and it is not given to 1 candidate. So that means I can say that token with a number of 3 is awarded by Fatima. Okay, so Fatima awards tokens. So F लिख देता हूं मैं यहाँ पे. So this token is awarded by Fatima, right? Now Fatima has given token to all of them except Kahira. So that means Fatima, the person whom Fatima has not given the token, this number 4 with a funding of 77. Okay, so this person has to be Kahira. All right, so I'll write Q in front of this person. Okay, so I am able to determine one interviewer and one candidate. Okay, so Kahira has received a funding of 77,000. Done. Let's move ahead. Statement number 1, let's complete it. While Adhara awarded tokens to no one except Pragnya. So Adhara has given token to no one and only Pragnya. Okay. Now Adhara, that means Adhara must have given only one token. Okay. So which token is given only once? Token number 13. Alright. So this token number 13 must be awarded by Adhara, that is the interviewer, and Adhara has given token to only Pragnya. So Pragnya, that means the first person is Pragnya with an investment of 390,000. Okay, so statement number 1 is taken care of. Let's look at statement number 2. So I have got 2 interviewer and 2 candidates sorted. Okay, point number 2. Rashida received the highest number of tokens that anyone received. Okay. Now the first person received 4 tokens. Second received 4 tokens. Third received 3 tokens. Look at the candidates, not the interviewers. So let me clarify. So these are the candidates. So 5 candidates and these are the interviewers. Okay. So the first candidate with the funding of 390 is Pragnya. I have already determined, and Pragnya has received 4 tokens. Second with the investment of 210 has also received 4. Third person has received 3 tokens. Fourth person has received 2 and fifth person has received 3. So among these 5 candidates, there are 2 candidates who have received highest number of tokens. Statement says that Rashida received highest number of tokens. that anyone received. Now there are two people with equal number of tokens, equal highest number of tokens. One is already named as Pragnya. So that means the second person has to be Rashida. So Rashida will be with a funding of 210,000. Clear? So this person is Rashida, but she did not receive one from Esther. Now Rashida did not receive the token from Esther. Now, if you look at Rashida, Rashida has received 4 tokens, but Rashida has not received tokens from 2 of the interviewers, 11 and 13. Okay. Now, number 13 is already named as Adhara. So, number 11 has to be Esther. Okay. So, this will be Esther. Done. So, I'm able to now determine 3 interviewers and 3 candidates. Okay. So second number point is also sorted. Now let's move on to the third point. Now which two candidates are left? So let me find out their names. So P, Q and R are already done. S and T, these 2 candidates are left. And among the interviewers, A is done, E and F are done. So B, C and D, these 3 interviewers are left. Okay. Now, point number 3, Bithi awarded a token to Samira. Bithi has awarded a token to Samira, but not to Kahira. Now, Samira ko diya hai and Kahira ko nahi diya. Now, Bithi can be either with a token number of 2, okay, or 5 or 7. Now, token number 2 is not given to 165, it is not given to Kahira, but so this token is not given to Kahira, so it can be this one or this one. It can be token number 2 or token number 5. It cannot be token number 7. Okay. Now Bithi has given a token to Samira, so Samira ko diya hai token, so Samira can be 66. Okay, right, this one, or Samira can be 165. So there is a confusion here. Right? Okay. So there is a confusion. So let's look at this thing later on. While Dhanvi awarded a token to Kahira but not Samira. Dhanvi has given a token to Kahira. So Dhanvi can only be a person with token number 7. Okay. Dhanvi cannot be with token number 2, cannot be with token number 5 because Dhanvi has given a token to Kahira. Okay. Right. So, Dhanvi can only be this person with a token number of 7. Okay, but not to Samira. So, Dhanvi has not given to Samira. Now, Dhanvi has not given to this person as well as this person. So, still we are unable to find out who is Samira. Okay, so Dhanvi is also gone. So, now among the 2 interviewers which are left and among the 2 candidates which are left, so they can take any of these places. Okay. So if this is B awards token number 2, Bithi awarded a token to Samira. So Samira will be with 66. Right? Samira will be with 66. Okay. And Tahira will be with 165. And C will be with 5, token number 5, or vice versa. Right? So B or C, C or B, then T or S, S or T. So we have different possibilities for this one. So there are a total of 2 possibilities here. Okay, and that's it. The work is done. Okay, now let's have a look at the questions one by one. Question number 1. How many tokens did Kahira received? Let's go back to the table and find out the number of tokens received by Kahira. Now, Kahira has received, as you can see, with a funding of 77, Kahira has received 2 tokens worth 7 and 11. So, the answer of this question should be 2. Kahira has received 2 tokens. Okay, right? And yes, that is the correct answer. Let's look at the next question, question number 2. Now, try to determine what will be the answer of this one. Who among the following definitely received a token from Bithi but not from Dhanvi? So among these 4 candidates, who has definitely received a token from Bithi but not from Dhanvi. Now, if I'll go back, received from Bithi. Now, Bithi can be with token number 2 and token number 5. But Dhanvi, the person has not received from Dhanvi. Okay. So, who has not received from Dhanvi? Pragnya, the first one. Okay. I'll mark this with a different color. So, not from Dhanvi, not from Dhanvi, not from Dhanvi. Okay. But has definitely received from Bithi. So Pragnya has definitely received from Bithi. Bithi can be any one of these two. So the answer has to be Pragnya. Okay. So Pragnya has definitely received from Bithi. Okay. Because if I look at these people, so यहाँ पे जरूरी नहीं है कि Bithi से मिला है. Okay. And यहाँ पे भी जरूरी नहीं है कि Bithi से मिला हो. Okay. So I can say that it has to be Pragnya who has definitely in both cases received from Bithi but not from Dhanvi. Okay, so answer has to be P, Pragnya. Okay, all right. I'll erase the extra information. Okay, so answer क्या होना चाहिए? Pragnya, that is option C, and yes, this is the correct answer. Okay, let's move on to the third question. How many tokens did Chaya receive? So let's go back. C. Wait. Did Chaya receive? How many tokens did Chaya receive? No, Chaya must have awarded tokens. Okay, so it should be awarded. How many tokens did Chaya awarded? Okay, now Chaya can be this person or can be this person. I have marked with blue color. Okay, so in this case, Chaya has awarded. If Chaya is awarding token number 2, so Chaya has awarded 1, 2, and 3 tokens. Now in the other case, if Chaya is awarding token number 5, so Chaya has awarded again 3 tokens. So in both the scenarios, Chaya has given 3 tokens. So yes, we can uniquely determine the answer of this question, and the answer is 3. Right? Okay. Now next question, how many tokens did Samira receive? Now Samira has received how many tokens? So moving back to the table, removing the extra information. So there can again be 2 possibilities for Samira, right? Samira can have a funding of 165 or 66, right? If the funding is 165, then she has received 1, 2, and 3 tokens. 3 tokens, and with the investment, with the funding of 66,000, she has also received 3 tokens. So once again, unique answer for this question. The answer should be 3. Okay. Now moving on to the last question. Which of the following could be the amount of funding that Tantra received? So Tantra को इनमें से कौन सी funding मिली है? Now again, as you can see, there are 2 possibilities for Tantra. As you can see, already circled with blue color. Okay, so Tantra can receive 165,000. Tantra can also receive 66,000. Okay. So 66,000, 165,000, both possibilities can be there. So both A and B will be the answer of this question. So option A is the correct answer of question number 5. All right. So friends, that's all about this question of matrix and arrangement for data interpretation from my side. Now, generally we see a similar type of questions appearing in our CAT examination. Okay, so now you can start preparing on the same lines. Wherever you get the questions, try to solve them. Okay, and in case you find any question, like any unique question, any unique set, you can bookmark that set. All right. Okay, now friends, you all can enroll for MHCT specialized course, which comes at a special price of 4,800 rupees. All right. Also, CAT 2024 workshop on why, how, and when MBA needs to be done. A free live interactive workshop to be conducted on 3rd of March at 11 a.m. Register for this workshop by visiting our application. You can get up to 90% scholarship on CAT preparation program. So register for the scholarship test by visiting our application. And the next scholarship test is being conducted on 10th of March at 11 a.m. Last lap to MHCT is going to start So it's not going to start from 1st of March, it's going to start from today, that is 28th of February, because we have already got like a date for MHCT examination. So we are going to start it today only. So you will find a session at 7 o'clock. All right. MHCT specialized course, the course that I discussed. So these are the things that you will get in this course. The most important thing here is 12 mock papers based on actual paper pattern. So now starting today, you can write a mock every day. Okay. And also practice more than 3,500 questions across different level of difficulties on all the topics in all the sections you will find here. Okay. You can also try our CAT College Predictor, which is based on your profile. Any doubts you have, you can fill in this form. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time.